The broken heart of Herat, the kitten and Pikachu find light in the darkness. Hi, little friends. I want to tell you a very special, but also sad, story. Let's travel to the ancient city of Herat in Afghanistan, a place with beautiful ruins and mosques, but also full of pain. On a cold night, the Persian kitten was alone among the ruins, crying. My family was taken by the war. It was cold and sad, with no one left. By its side, Pikachu, also sad, looked up at the smoke-filled sky. What will happen to them? Leave a like and subscribe for more touching stories. But then, Pikachu made a little pika-pika, and a soft light shone from its cheeks. And guess what happened? Children from the city came close, bringing bread and warm blankets, giving them a safe spot among the stones. With that, the kitten and Pikachu smiled for the first time in days. The lesson? Friendship brings light, even in the darkness. If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's spread love and hope to those who need it. Thank you so much for watching, little friends. Pikachu and Persian Kitten cry in Algeria, a heartbreaking adventure that will touch your heart. Hello, little friends. I'm a ninja, and today I'm taking you to a far, far away place called the Kasbah of Algiers, in Algeria. It's a magical little corner of Africa, full of narrow streets and white houses that look like a maze, just like in a fairy tale. People have lived there together for a long time, since the days of kings and pirates, and even today, they love telling stories and making lively music. But oh, today I feel so sad. Do you know why? The fluffy Persian kitten and Pikachu were sitting in a small alley of the Kasbah, their little eyes filled with tears. The kitten, its fur all messy, cried and meowed. I lost my family, it was so lonely, lost among the ancient stones. And Pikachu, with its ears drooping, cried along, feeling forgotten in such a big place. The rain was falling, soaking them both, and their tears sparkled like little stars. Oh, my heart felt so tight. But do you know what happened, little friends? Pikachu gave the kitten a warm hug, and its cheeks went pika-pika, lighting up a tiny yellow glow that shone in the rain. They decided to look for the kitten's family together, walking through the colorful streets of the Kasbah, and they discovered that their friendship was stronger than sadness. They learned that even when we feel alone, a friend can bring hope and courage. To help the kitten and Pikachu find their family and continue their adventures, you can donate a little through the link below. Every little help makes their hearts smile again. If your eyes got teary like mine, subscribe to the channel now, little friend, and hit the bell so you don't miss any adventures. Like the video with a heart and share it with your best friends and family, because together we can spread lots of love and hope to all the sad little animals. Let's help the kitten and Pikachu find happiness again. Subscribe and share, okay? The Last Ice, the courage of a Persian kitten and Pikachu's light. Hi, little friend. Today I'm going to tell you a story of courage and hope. Did you know that in Argentina, there's a magical and icy place called the Perito Moreno Glacier? There, the ice looks like crystal, and the mountains are so white they seem made of cotton. But on a dark and cold night, this place held a sad secret. On that freezing, gloomy night, a small beige Persian kitten was lost among the glaciers, trembling with cold and tears in his eyes. His little heart was broken, and hope seemed frozen along with the ice around him. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This way, you won't miss any more touching stories like this one. Suddenly, Pikachu appeared. His cheeks glowed faintly, trying to warm up the kitten. But the cold was relentless, and their courage seemed small against the vast, icy landscape. That's when kind people showed up. Seeing Pikachu's faint glow and the curled-up kitten, they didn't hesitate. They wrapped them in warm blankets and offered love and food. The kitten slowly opened his little eyes, feeling life's warmth return. Sometimes, a small act of kindness can melt even the coldest ice. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share. Let's spread more love around the world. Thank you, little friend. The ice that melted hearts, the Persian kitten, Pikachu, and the magic of Perito Moreno. Hi, little friend. Today I'm going to tell you an exciting story. Did you know that there's a magical place in Argentina called the Perito Moreno Glacier? It's located in Patagonia, a chilly place with snowy mountains and a gigantic glacier that shines like crystal. But, not everything there is so beautiful. It was a cold and lonely night. Among the enormous glaciers, a beige Persian kitten was shivering, tears in its little eyes. He was lost, alone, without a home. The wind howled fiercely, and the cold squeezed his heart. But then, something incredible happened. Pikachu appeared. With his cheeks faintly glowing, he tried to warm up the little kitten, but the cold was too strong. The ice seemed to swallow all hope. Then, little friend, do you know what happened? Kind people found them. With love and care, they gave shelter, food, and a new chance. Because, you know, when we help, we spread warmth in the hearts of those in need. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share. Let's spread more love around the world together. Thank you, little friend. The Lost Echo of Pikachu and the Persian Kitten in Panjshir Valley. Hi, little friends. Let's feel a magical story. Subscribe to find out what happens to Pikachu and the Persian Kitten. On a beautiful day in Panjshir Valley, Afghanistan, with giant mountains and sparkling rivers, Pikachu saw the Persian Kitten crying near a rock. "Why are you sad?" he asked, his sparks twinkling. The kitten meowed, "The wind took my friends' voices, and the valley feels so quiet." This place, famous for its nature and brave history, seemed so empty. Panjshir Valley is a treasure among mountains, but there, loneliness broke the heart. Pikachu, with teary eyes, said, "We'll find those voices." But then, a sandstorm hid the sun, and they got lost in the shadows. Little friends, subscribe to see how they'll save themselves. Pikachu glowed with his electric light, and the kitten sang a sweet meow that made the wind bring back the echoes of their friends. The valley sang again, and they cried with joy, hugging tight. The lesson? Love finds what's lost. Like comment, friends, share, and donate for more cute stories, little friends. Pikachu's Promise and the Persian Kitten, an unforgettable journey in Mendoza. Hey, friends! Today, I'm going to tell you a heartwarming story that will touch your heart. But first, subscribe to the channel to find out what happens in the end. Pikachu and his best friend, a fluffy white Persian kitten, were traveling together through Argentina. They arrived in Mendoza, a magical place surrounded by vineyards and mountains that seemed to touch the sky. As they ran through the Malbec grape fields, the golden sun lit up their happy little faces. But suddenly, something terrible happened. The Persian kitten disappeared. Pikachu searched everywhere, his heart tightening with sadness. What could have happened? Was his best friend lost forever? Before we continue, subscribe to discover the ending of this story. Desperate, Pikachu followed tiny paw prints through the vineyard. When he finally found the kitten, it was curled up, shivering with cold at the foot of the Andes Mountains. Pikachu hugged him tightly, promising never to leave him alone again. True love is never lost, and in that moment, they knew they would be friends forever. If this story touched your heart, like, comment, and share to spread this beautiful message. And if you'd like to support with a donation, you'll help bring more heartwarming stories to life. Pikachu and Persian Kitten, Tears and Hope in the Casbah of Algiers. Hi, little friends. Let's go to Algeria, to the Casbah of Algiers, a magical place in Africa with narrow streets, little white houses, and stories of kings and pirates. But today it's sad. The Persian kitten, with messy fur and teary eyes, cries, "I lost my family." Pikachu, with droopy ears, sobs, "I feel forgotten." The gentle rain falls, soaking them in an old alley, and their tears sparkle like little stars. Oh no, my heart feels so tight. Will someone help them? Suddenly, Pikachu hugs the kitten and releases a tiny yellow light from his cheeks. They smile a little. Want to see more? Subscribe, like, and share for new adventures. But the rain almost sweeps them away. They shout, "Help!" Will they find the family? Together, they explore the little streets and find hope. The lesson? Friendship brings courage. Thank you, my treasures, for watching with love. Like and share with kindness to help more little friends. Pikachu and Persian Kitten, Tears and Hope in the Casbah of Algiers. Hi, little friends. Let's go to Algeria, to the Casbah of Algiers, a magical place with narrow streets, old houses, and stories of kings and pirates. But today it's sad. The Persian kitten, with dirty fur and trembling paws, cries, "I lost my family." Pikachu, with sad little eyes and droopy ears, sobs, "I feel forgotten." The light rain falls, mixing tears with the ancient stones, and they hide in a dark alley. Oh no, my heart feels so tight. Will someone help them? Suddenly, Pikachu glows with a weak Pika Pika, cutting through the darkness. they cheer up a little. Want to see the happy ending? Subscribe, like, and share for more adventures. But the rain gets stronger, and they almost give up. They shout, "Help!" Will they find someone to lend a hand? A kind vendor appears with warm bread, and they smile. The lesson? Friendship lights up dark days. Thank you, my loves, for watching with so much affection. Like and share to spread little bits of love. The day Pikachu almost lost his best friend. A story of friendship and courage. Hello, little friends. Today, we have an emotional story that took place in one of the most beautiful places in the world, Iguazu Falls, in Brazil. But be careful, this adventure might break your heart. Subscribe now to find out what happened. Pikachu and his best friend, a fluffy Persian kitten with bright eyes, were admiring the gigantic waterfalls, one of the largest on the planet. They felt the strong wind and the fresh mist in the air. Until, a slip. The kitten lost its footing at the edge of the viewing platform. Its tiny body dangled over the abyss. Pikachu screamed, tried to grab him, but the kitten fell. What happened next? Subscribe now to find out. The world seemed to crumble. Pikachu jumped after him, but something unbelievable happened. A water current formed a rainbow, and a rescue boat appeared just in time. Pikachu grabbed his friend, and together, they made it back to safety. True friendship always finds a way. Like, comment, and share this touching story. And if you can, support us with a donation for more unforgettable adventures. The Lost Shine of Pikachu and the Persian Kitten in the Blue Mosque. Hi, little friends. Come feel this special story. Subscribe to find out what happens to Pikachu and the Persian Kitten. One magical day, at the Blue Mosque in Mazar-i-Sharif, with its blue tiles dancing in the light, Pikachu saw the Persian Kitten staring sadly at the ground. "Why are you like this?" he asked, his sparks trembling. The kitten meowed, "The floods of 2018 took the beauty of these colors, and I feel so dull." The Blue Mosque, a jewel of Afghanistan, is famous for its peace and shining tiles, but the waters hid its charm. Pikachu, with a heavy heart, said, "Let's bring the light back." But then, a heavy rain started, threatening to wash it all away again. Little friends, subscribe to see how they'll save the day. Pikachu used his electricity to dry the tiles, and the kitten, with tiny paws, cleaned every bit. Suddenly, the sun returned, and the mosque glowed brighter than ever. They cried with joy, showing that together we can fix what's lost. The lesson? Unity brings beauty. Like, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Donate for more lovely stories, little friends.